Consistent, 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 and then we see it. What are we consistently practicing? That's the base premise of manifestation. What are you consistent in? Whatever you're consistent in is what you will eventually see in 3D. And 3D is being Saturn in this case. Saturn energy, the Saturn mirror is feedback. It is not something to overcome. It's just a point in time that tells you where you're at and where you might not be aligned with what you actually desire. And once you're able to look at Saturn from that place, what once felt like a limitation becomes information. The information highway, the structures in your life, it's all just information. Not something that stops you, but something that shows you what needs to be solidified for what you want to become real, right? If you want this, then you not need to solidify this. And you can't play out this because this will get you there, but you want to go there, so you need to solidify this internally first. Hello my lovelies, welcome back. So in today's session we are going to talk about Saturn. I had a completely different video planned for today, but you know how it is with inspiration. When inspiration strikes, you've got to catch it. So I caught it, and here we are. Now, I already wrote a blog post about the subject we are going to talk about today. I titled the blog post, The Truth About Saturn No One Told You. And when I use the word truth, I always use it in quotation. Truth is stretchy. And I know not everyone agrees, because depending on what lens you use to look at something, that's the truth you get, and that's the truth you see, and that's the truth you see as a fact, right? But anyways, I don't want to make this a lengthy thing. Let's dive into the truth of Saturn and what I mean by truth. Well, first of all, we need to acknowledge that in astrology, in the astrology world, the way we look at Saturn is very limited. And it's kind of, and I'm laughing because Saturn is also considered the limitations, right? Saturn energy is the limitation. It limits you so you can, quote unquote, learn, right? That's the understanding. It's the boundaries. It's the structures. It's in a way the quote unquote owner of the 3D reality. Everything that happens in the bounds of Saturn is what we call reality. Things outside the bounds of Saturn is kind of a little delusional, right? That's how we see it, right? That's where Uranus energy comes in. That's where Neptune energy that comes in, and that's where Pluto energy comes in. It's all everything we can't really see, touch, and fully make sense of, right? That's outside the bounds of Saturn. Now, in the last, I don't know how many years, 25 years. I mean, I started playing with astrology when I was a child, but let's just say in the last 25 years, I've been looking at Saturn from all different angles, right? All kinds of angles. I played with Saturn from the energy of the teacher that teaches us, the energy of the grandmother, right? A lot of different angles. And all of them are truth. But all of them are also just part of the truth. Because first of all, we got to acknowledge Saturn isn't really doing anything to us, right? Saturn is just describing, or the word Saturn is describing an energy that points to something that is materialized, right? That is going to be materialized, or something we materialize within our own understanding of how that works, right? Depending on where you're at on the spectrum of manifestation, that's how you look at Saturn. And that's how you utilize Saturn. It's like looking in the mirror, right? And what you see, the Saturn that you see in there, or the Saturn energy that you see in there, is really the limitation you give yourself, right? And that brings me back to what I've been talking about in the last year, right? Your identity, your self-concept, the way you see yourself, that will then also tell you a lot about the way you implement Saturn in your life, right? The way you use your Saturn energy, the way you look at limitations. You know, are you someone that looks at, you know, Saturn as something karmic? It's like, oh, it just had to happen, right? It's my karma that I'm playing out. I'm not saying this is wrong, right? I'm not here telling you the way you look at life is wrong. There is no wrong way to look at life. There is just the way you look at it, right? And that is not wrong or right. It just is. When you can accept that, that is really an inflection point, because when you accept that, then you can play with different views, different perspectives. Like, where inside of you are you holding yourself hostage? Where inside of you are you not allowing yourself to expand your field? That is really your Saturn energy. Now we can take this obviously around the chart, around the signs, right? Where we look at every Saturn based on what sign it is and what house it is in your chart. And maybe if you want, I can do this in a separate video. But for this video, I just want to give you a new or a different perspective of Saturn, right? Instead of looking at Saturn as something that is limiting you from the outside, right? That is saying, okay, you have a lot of karma. You know, you have to go through this. You have to go through this pain because you have a lot of karma. What if Saturn is just an expression within you that you're playing with that actually can help you create life? Because this, again, the Saturn energy is the outer bound of what we call 3D reality, right? And when we look at it like that, sorry, I have to take this off because it is really, really hot in here. So if the Saturn is structure, right? If it's the pure expression of structure. Now, instead of looking at it as a limit, as something that is negative, something that is holding you back, something that is making you wait, right? The Lord of Time. Instead of looking at it as something that comes to you from the outside, that is imposed onto you, can you look at it as something that you hold within, that is conditioned within you, right? Like through your conditioning, you are experiencing Saturn in a certain way now. Now, can you recondition yourself and look at Saturn from a neutral perspective, in the sense of, I can choose how I utilize that energy within me? Because on a deeper level, Saturn is just mirroring the internal structure you are operating from. And who set that structure? Who set that structure? Where's that structure coming from? Who built that structure that you're operating from? Right? Takes you way, way, way back. The beliefs you have internalized about what is required, right? That is Saturn energy within you. What is correct, what is allowed, what is possible, what is realistic. But that structure was not consciously chosen by you. You learned it in different ways, from different sources. It's a conditioning that literally shaped you. Because that structure that was formed early through authority, exposure, repetition, becomes the lens through which you interpret reality. What do I keep telling you about lenses? They can be changed, they can be adjusted, but you have to be conscious of it. Because when that Saturn energy becomes prominent in your life, it's not, or what you encounter is not an outer limitation, even though it seems like it, right? It seems like there's a limitation from the outside, but really, what you're meeting is your own inner limitation. You are being brought into contact with what you are actually living. You made conscious of it. And that is amazing. Even if that thing that you're made conscious of is something that, you know, that is an illness, that is whatever, a breakup, that is whatever it is. But you're made conscious of something, right? It's like an inflection point. Now, what are you doing with it? And I know that that mirror or that thing that you are made conscious of, that can feel harsh, even painful, but it is there to help you expand. And that's really, at the end of the day, when we break down what we all the characteristics that we give that Saturn energy, that's what it comes down to, right? Growth is expansion. Like literally you're growing, right? When you grow, you're a baby. I mean, maybe not like that. And then you grow. You're expanding literally. Life, the physical world is literally showing you what growth is. It's expansion. Now that expansion, right? That expansion is no different than that expansion of your mind, of your worldview, your perspective, the lens, right? Wider lens, like it's expansion. And that Saturn energy, right? That pain point, that the problems that show up, it just shows you where you are at. And that's where Saturn comes inseparable with time, right? That's the connection point. Because it shows you where you're at in time, in your time. And it's not so much about delays, right? It's not about, oh, Saturn delays. It's about Saturn shows you what has been continuously reinforced. And what has been continuously enforced is what you're seeing now. That's exactly what you're seeing now. That is what has been reinforced. And you might not have been conscious of it. You might have done this all unconsciously. That's the case most of the time. That's why we get to that point, so we can become conscious of it. So rather than asking, why is this blocking me? Why is there a blockage? You should ask yourself, or you ask yourself, what does that tell me about my inner structure? What does it tell me about the identity that I'm currently operating from? Saturn does not require perfection. It actually doesn't require anything from you. It just mirrors consistency, your consistency. That's why we connected with the 10th house energy, right? Because what we consistently practice, right, will eventually flourish, right? Full moon energy, 10th house. Consistent, and then we see it. What are we consistently practicing? That's the base premise of manifestation. What are you consistent in? Whatever you're consistent in is what you will eventually see in 3D. And 3D is being Saturn in this case. It's just a feedback system. Saturn energy, the Saturn mirror is feedback. It is not something to overcome. It's just a point in time that tells you where you're at and where you might not be aligned with what you actually desire. It helps you go and do your inner work. And once you're able to look at Saturn from that place, what once felt like a limitation becomes information. The information highway, the structures in your life, it's all just information that you can take and rebuild, reshuffle. Not something that stops you, but something that shows you what needs to be solidified for what you want to become real, right? If you want this, then you not need to solidify this. And you can't play out this because this will get you there, but you want to go there, so you need to solidify this internally first. So if you want to manifest more consciously, you need to really get to know your Saturn energy. And I see like a lot of you, they ask me when they're in a relationship, they ask me like, oh, I have like a Saturn square, their Saturn is square my Venus, or their Saturn is opposing my moon, and it's awful and it feels horrible and it's so hard. And all I want to say to you is like, what are you learning from it? When you can take off the lens of it is so hard, what does it tell you about you? What is it that you don't like about it? What about the other is bothering you? How are they being? And what about it is bothering you? What about it is hard? And then when you know that, you have to connect it back to you, where you might be really hard on yourself in that way, or where you might not be structured in a way that is serving you to get to where you want to go, right? Then you have to work that. The other is always just a mirror whatever energy they bring. But with the Saturn energy, it is especially hard, I know. But again, there's the beauty. There's beauty in this. You are here to learn about you. Life is an accumulation of experiences that help us grow. So if you want, we can go through all the Saturn signs and look at this from that lens. Let me know. Comment. Other than that, I hope this was clear. If not, let me know. I'm going to try to find different words to explain it again. And yeah, have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon.